ridiculous. Okay, so I'm just gonna open up the camera and be like, hey, what's going on, Whit? Okay, all right. Hey, what's going on, Whitney?
Hello.
Oh, what's going on, Whitney? Can you hear me? Can you see me okay? Can you see me moving all types of crazy?
I can see you.
All right, good deal, good deal. How's everything going for you today, Whit?
It's all right.
It's all right. Not a good day for you.
I mean, I've been standing on my feet all day. Tired.
Man, let me tell you, I've been sitting on my butt all day too. So I'm gonna make sure I'm making this quick for the both of us because I want to make sure that I'm not taking too much of your time. I want to make sure that I'm valuing the time that you are giving me. Okay, Whit. But I promise you, hopefully by the end of this call, I'm gonna make your day a little bit better. All right.
Okay.
Okay, good deal. So let's go ahead and get the ball rolling. So I understand that we're getting everything handled virtually, Whit, but I do want to tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm getting the child safety kits handled for you. It just feels appropriate. So Whit, I have been with the company for about 2.5, almost 3 years now. And I could tell you that I'm very passionate about what I do. And I do take my job extremely serious. Okay. Unfortunately, I did lose 2 family members September of 2019. And one of them was 69, had 3 strokes and a brain bleed. The other one was 18 years old, just graduated with my brother and had a brain aneurysm. Okay. So we saw both ends of the spectrum, both young and old. Okay, neither of them had life insurance policies taken care of, had their will set up. So I am passionate about getting that type of stuff in order for the families that I sit down with and our union members. Okay. So what that means, Whit, is that I'm going to take care of you the same way that I wish somebody had taken care of my family in the past. Okay. And if I cannot help you today, of course, I'm not even going to hurt you in the slightest. But I am going to have to be very, very honest with you, even if I do get a little bit uncomfortable. Is that going to be okay with you?
Fine.
Oh, hold on, Whit. You froze up on me. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on, Whit. I'm sorry. Say that one more time. Was that going to be okay with you? Do I have that? Do I have your permission to have that level of honesty?
Fine with me.
Hey, I don't know why I wouldn't be. So let's go ahead and get the ball rolling. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the majority of the videos and everything for you. But while I get everything set up, how long have you lived in the Houston area, Whit?
Ooh, too long. All my life.
Too long. All your life. So you're born in Houston, born and raised Houstonian?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
good deal. Same here. Do you have family that lives around, or you just kind of, or what?
I got family, but I don't really fool with them. So
Already
I'm
with them?
kind of solo dolo.
Solo dolo. Hey, sometimes you just want to duck off and be by yourself. So I'm not even gonna
Mhm.
blame. I'm not even gonna blame you. Are you like are you kind of like a hermit like me? You like to just stay home, do what you got to do?
That's it. I work and go home.
Hey, I ain't gonna be mad at you. Wait, what do you do for work?
Oh, I'm a bus driver for a daycare center, so I take the
Okay,
kids to and from the
okay,
daycare.
good deal, good deal. Do you like kids?
I mean, I
You like the
kind
good
of.
ones, right?
Yeah, the good ones. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha. Do you get a lot of bad kids on your bus? Because I remember whenever I was in school, oof, man, I mean, we were bad on that little bus.
I mean, you got some that's a challenge, but you make them sit up in the front with you so they can't be in the back with all their friends.
So you could like turn around and just smack them real quick.
Yep, that's exactly what.
Okay, good deal. So now let me go ahead and kind of hop into everything for you. So I know that you had requested the child safety kits. I'm assuming you know other families that have children, being like a bus driver at a daycare, right?
Yeah, I do.
Good deal. Do you have like sisters or brothers that have children as well?
No, one brother of mine is in the army, but his kid is like in California somewhere.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. So let me go ahead and show you this quick little video for the child safety kits. And let me see. So it looks like participation has been disabled. So I'll tell you what, I'll just go ahead and review the child safety kits with you personally. Okay, let me skip that video for you. Give me 1 second, Whit. All righty, let's see. So now, Whit, this right here is going to be your no-cost child safe ID kit. And I still can't share the screen.
Oh, you mean? Oh, that's because it's not. Oh, my bad.
Hold on, Whit. Let me contact Zoom support, see if they're gonna make me the host.
Okay, and I did.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you, Whit. So let me know whenever the screen changes up on you.
My bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did it change up?
Yes, it did.
Okay, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. So I just wanted to make sure. So now, Whit, this right here is going to be your no-cost child safe ID kit. So now I know you will know other families that do have children, but this kit provided by American Income is going to be one of the most comprehensive on the market. and it does give the police everything that they need to help find any missing children. Okay, so overall, it is going to be pretty simple to fill out. Just make sure this one section right here, the personal information, anything that's subject to change, height, weight, eye color, hair color, street address, Whitney, all this information, just make sure that you're putting it in pencil. Okay, just so that you're able to update it as your children get older. But also, any medical information right here, you're going to place in the event that they were lost, kidnapped, found, and needed to be taken in for emergency treatment. The doctors are going to know what to give them and what not to give them as well. Make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. So in regard to the blood type, don't guess it. Okay, make sure that you ask the doctor, put in accurate blood type, because if you mix two different blood types together, it leads to death if it's not treated promptly. Okay. So now in regard to the social, Wit, I mean, honestly, leave this blank. Just because there's some information you will not want readily available. And the social is for sure going to be one of them. Okay. The only time you need to have their social security number filled out is if you actually need to give the kit to a police officer because your children are missing. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good deal. And then of course you're gonna put your name right here at the bottom, and then your kid's father. Are they involved at all or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's involved, but we're not together.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
You're
So
bum.
so in the event of your death, would they end up going to their father, or would they go to another family member?
Ooh, child, they go to my sister.
They're gonna go to your sister.
She
Okay.
their godmama.
Hey, you know the situation better than I do. So what you're able to do, you're actually able to place your sister right here as the parent, child, or guardian, so that the police are able to give her a call as well. Okay.
Okay.
Good deal. So physical description, super simple. You're just going to describe, scars, birthmarks, braces, glasses, whatever it is. And then you'll draw it on the front or the back, wherever it's located on your children. The third, DNA sample. You could just get a strand of hair. So if they're running around making a lot of noise, just go and yank one out real quick. Or you could get a fingernail or a toenail clipping and, just tape it on there with the ordinary piece of tape. But the clipping is going to last for a good 20 years. And the hair follicle would last about a good 2 or 3. Okay.
Okay.
Good deal. So now for the fingerprint information. So for this, the only thing I want to make sure that you understand is that whenever you receive the kit in the mail, the ink strip, it is going to be actual ink. Okay. It's not disappearing, it's not child friendly. So it will stain everything in your house. So just make sure that you have like rubbing alcohol and a little napkin ready just to wipe that off of their fingers. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good deal. But you keep in mind that they do want a clean, easy stamp. They're not being locked up or anything, so it doesn't need to be rolled nail to nail. Just a clean, easy stamp, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. And then right here with the children's photo, you just want to make sure it's one child included per photo. You don't want multiple children included, because you don't want them to be confused for one another. Make sense?
Right.
Good deal. And then you're going to put their age in the photo and the date the photo was taken as well. And you'll want to update it every, 6 months to 12 months, just so that you're able to keep it updated also. But other than that, I know that it is pretty simple to fill out, but I mean, did you have any questions, any concerns about your child safety kit at all?
What do I give this back to you or?
Great question. So actually, no. Once you fill it out, once you get it in the mail, I don't need it. The company doesn't need it. You don't want to share it with anybody. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to know when your children go missing. Okay, so you're going to fill it out, put it somewhere high where you're going to remember it. Hopefully it's collecting dust. But in the event that your children ever go missing, you have all of their information ready so that you're able to give it to the authorities as soon as you can. Okay.
All right.
Because whenever children under the age of 18 go missing, there's no waiting 24 hours to fill out a missing persons report. You need to do it right there and then, right there and then, because 24 or 23% or 93% of children found after the first 24 hours have already died. Okay, so that's why you really want to make sure that your children understand how to use 911, but they should also have your full legal name, number, and address completely memorized.
Wow.
Okay? And right now, I know a lot of kids are doing virtual. Oh wait, actually, it's completely summer now. It's summer now, so whenever school does start back up, make sure that you're not putting their full names on any of their personal items. It does make it a lot easier for a stranger to come up to them and convince them that they know them. And that's why you want to make sure that your children are very educated on stranger danger. Okay. Because I don't know if you're aware or not, but I mean, Houston is considered a hub for sex trafficking, period. Okay. I mean, we're the highest if not the world, in the United States right now. Okay. And I know, God forbid, if any of the children you knew were, I mean, lost, abducted, kidnapped, anything like that, you would want their family to have this kid as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't. Okay. So, I mean, just because everything is endorsed through the International Union of Police Associations, with you're able to get these out to up to 10 members who you feel like would benefit from having them, anyone with children 18 and younger. Okay. Most people do give me around 5 to 7, but if you could just shoot for 4, that would be perfect. Okay. Who do you want your first, who's the first family you want to make sure is able to receive the child safety kit with?
Oh, yeah. I have a neighbor who her little girl actually goes to my daycare, the daycare that I got my kids at. So
Oh, perfect. Are you pretty close?
yeah, that's how I found out about the daycare. She got me a job.
Oh, perfect. Okay. What was her name? Oh, hold on, Whit. I'm sorry. You froze on my end. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm sorry. What was her name?
Her name is Labrisha Jones.
Labrisha. Okay.
hmm And then I got who else? My little girl, she goes to dance class. So
Mhm.
oh, her mama, her name is Mary Kate.
Mary Kate with the K or a C?
Uh K, it's a K.
Okay. Okay. Good deal.
And then let me see who else. My cousin got some kids.
Come
Her
on.
name is, they kind of older though. They like teenagers. Does that count? I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. Because one thing you need to keep in mind is that just because someone is, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old doesn't mean they can't be dragged into a car, Whitney. So absolutely. Even older kids that are under the age of 18, that's absolutely fine. So what was your cousin's name?
oh, okay. Well, her name is Lady
Lady.
Cooper.
Okay.
And then my other cousin, he got some twins. It's like in elementary school. His
Mhm.
name is Roger Evans.
Good deal. Okay. Who's next?
Um, ooh, I can't really think of nobody.
Can't think of like one or two more people with kids.
Um, guess you could say my grandma. She's taking care of. She's a foster parent. So,
Okay. Okay.
um,
What's her name?
I don't know how many kids she got in that house, but her name is Janice Long.
Okay. Good deal. And that was your grandma, right?
Yeah, that's my granny.
Okay. And what's a good number for Labrisha?
It's 555
Okay.
0125.
Okay. And how many child? She just had the one child, or did she have multiple children under the age of 18?
She has two
Okay.
kids.
Good deal. Was it just her and the little ones, or she married?
Labrisha? I she no, she by herself.
She's by herself. Okay. Hey, single mama. That's a hard job all on its own.
Oh
And
yeah.
what about Mary? Remind me, what was y'all's relationship?
She's my cousin.
Cousin? Okay.
No, dance recitals, whatever. A friend.
That's right. That's right.
And her number is 555 0127.
Okay. Good deal. And how about Lady?
Lady's number is 555 0137.
They all on the same cell phone plan or what?
Probably.
Hey, hey, make it work. All right. And what were the last 4 digits for Lady's number?
0187.
Okay. And that was how many child safety kits did she need again?
She's gonna need 3.
3. Okay. And was she married, living with a significant other at all?
Yeah, her husband's name is Ross.
Ross? Hey, good deal. Like from Friends? You're not a friend? Oh, I'm sorry. You froze. I was just about to say, you got a friend,
yeah,
friends or what?
yeah. I said just like the one from Friends. I'm sorry.
Okay, good deal, good deal. And oh, how about Roger? What was Roger's number?
Roger. Oh, and he is married. They not married, but they together. Her name is Mariah. Her name's Mariah, and his number is 555 2120.
Good deal. And then how about your grandma Denise or Janice? I'm sorry.
Her number is 555 5555.
Okay, I mean, you sure that's her number? Because that looks awfully fake now.
That's her number.
Okay.
Remember, she's a foster parent.
Okay, good deal.
So
And
it's real generic.
I mean, foster parent, is she doing that on her own, or is she married as well?
Oh, she married.
She
My
married.
granddaddy's name is Jacob.
Jacob? Okay, good deal, good deal. So just do me a huge favor. Anyone you make sure able to receive the child safety kits, before our call ends, just make sure you get in contact with them, just so they're not blindsided. I don't want them to think I'm like a telemarketer or anything like that. Because remember, they're going to receive everything at no cost because you already took care of everything for them. Okay.
Mhm.
Good deal. Good deal. So now, Whit, your next no-cost benefit was going to be your AIL Plus card. So this is going to be a discount card that's given to our union members. And I mean, given your job as a bus driver, I'm assuming that you do have benefits provided to your job, right?
Um, I mean, it's part time, so
Okay, so they don't
it's
offer the benefits for you, or they're just like minimum.
no. I don't have any benefits, and
Okay.
I chose not to get them because they did offer some minimum,
Hmm.
but it costs too much even still for part time.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So this discount card, what it's doing, and the reason that it's given to our union members is because although benefits through the job, whenever you're able to enroll in your whole benefit package through your job, they're great benefits. Okay, and it's something that you would never want to get rid of. But one thing that you have to keep in mind with is that those benefits, they don't necessarily belong to you. They belong to the position you hold. Okay. So that means once you leave your job, once you quit, retire, whatever the case is, you typically lose your benefits after 3 months. And once you retire, they do diminish as you get older. Does that make sense? Okay, good deal. So what this card is doing with, it's making sure it's going to be a gap filler to provide discounts to where your normal health insurance wouldn't provide them. So it's going to give you an additional 20 to 80% discounts on services like vision care, prescription drugs, hearing aids, and chiropractic services. There is going to be a no-cost dental plan provided through Humana for you and the kids. You're able to request durable medical equipment, diabetic supplies, and vitamins, and you're able to get lab testing and MRI and CT scans as well.
Hmm.
Okay, so there's a lot that's actually provided with the card, and I'll even give you like a little example. I'm epileptic. Okay, I've been taking medication for epilepsy for the past 10, 11 years. And if I use my union card for two of my medications, it saves me roughly $70 a month. Okay, but on the flip side, okay, let's say I use my union card for all five of my medications, not even worry about the insurance that I pay for. Okay, I pay an additional 140 a month because of course whatever benefits you are paying for is going to provide a greater benefit, for some of the medications. I mean, honestly, you would want it to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to receive an email registration no later than 3 days. If you don't receive it after those 3 days, just give me a call. Let me know. I'll make sure I'm resending everything out to you. But after you complete the registration, you're able to use the card that same day. Okay. Because there is a mobile app, so you won't have to wait for your physical card to come in the mail. And there's also a provider search so that you're able to figure out which provider or which healthcare facility is actually going to accept the card. Okay. And which one would give you the greatest discount as well. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So let me go ahead and get that set up for you. Remind me your email address. It was the Whit Dodson 123 at Gmail, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, perfect. And Whit, what was your date of birth?
May 31st, 1993.
Okay, hey, passed not that long ago. Happy belated birthday. I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I didn't give you a call a little bit sooner to tell you happy birthday, but hey, better later than never, right? All right. And the address on your card was the 123 Main Street, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And you want your child safety kits, everything to be mailed there?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Houston, Texas, 77044 is on your card. That was right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, Whit. Is everything okay? What do you need?
Yeah. You watch this, Yayo.
Okay, I would love to, but you have to show me later, okay?
Okay,
I'm so sorry, Whit. Children.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, for sure. Driving around all day. I know for 100%. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So Whit, so now I got your discount card taken care of, so that's going to be good to go. But your next no-cost benefit is actually a no-cost life insurance policy that's set up through the police union, and it's going to be your accidental death and dismemberment certificate right here. Okay. So that means for you, Whitney, it is going to be a living benefit. So that means it pays you while you're alive. So it pays $1,000 for the loss of one hand, one foot, or sight in one eye, or double that amount, $2,000 for the combination of any two. Okay, one hand, one foot, both eyes, both feet, whatever that combination is. Okay, And for your beneficiary, so wait, let me go ahead and ask, in the event that you die tomorrow, who's going to be taking care of your funeral and all of your final expenses?
Oh, I guess you say my sister because she's my kid's godmother. So
Yeah.
she,
And
I guess her.
yeah, and I definitely figured, I just didn't want to assume. Remind me, what was your sister's name? Because I don't think you mentioned it
Uh,
earlier.
oh, okay. Stacy.
Stacy. Okay, good deal. So for Stacy, it is going to be a death benefit that does pay her $2,000 in the event that you do die accidentally.
Sorry.
Okay. So I know that $2,000 is not all the money in the world, and when everything's said and done, it's not going to be worth your life at all, especially with two younger kids in the mix as well. Okay.
Sorry. Like I've never heard somebody say that, but I'm listening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but in a situation where your income is going to be cut off, it's at least going to be beneficial for your family. Okay, whether it's going towards the
Right.
funeral, whether your sister's going to use it to kind of financially take care of the kids, one way or the other, it will be beneficial. Okay. So now for it, they do ask me to get two emergency contacts. It's just wise that they're locals to the state of Texas, over the age of 18, and if at all possible, living outside of your household. Okay. So who did you want your first emergency contact to be?
So outside of Stacy, you could do my cousin Roger.
Roger. Okay. Good deal. And I want to make sure that we'll go ahead and have Stacy down. Did y'all live together?
She live cross town.
Cross down? Okay, good deal. And I'll also make sure that she does understand that she is going to be the beneficiary to this no-cost life insurance policy, just so that she understands how to file a claim on it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good deal.
Okay.
What was Stacy's number?
It's 555
Okay.
2120.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect, perfect. And remind me, she was married, right?
Stacy, yeah, she is married. His
Okay,
name is what's his name? Jared.
Jared.
Hmm.
Okay, and who is going to be so okay, Roger and Stacy. Okay, perfect. So now, other than that, I mean, one thing that I know for sure, I mean, it's great that they set everything up at no cost, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it
absolutely.
is.
So now, since your emergency contacts are the closest to you, I am going to make sure that they receive all the no-cost benefits that you had access to today as well. But aside from your sister, Roger, Lady Mary, Labrisha, and Janice, was there anyone else you felt like would benefit from all the no-cost benefits provided through the police union?
Um, I have a friend that's an actual police officer,
Good deal. What's
but
his
I
name?
don't know if they already got it or not.
Yeah, so I mean that's absolutely fine. If whenever I give him a call, if he's got everything handled, I'll be able to let him know.
Oh, okay. His name is Thomas James, and his number is 832-555-5857.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Do you have like two more?
I don't really know people like that. I'm solo dolo. I
Solo
gave you all the
dolo.
people I got.
Okay, because I was about to say, I'm like, wait, you just gave me seven people.
I guess that's all I know.
Okay, good deal, good deal. If you think of anybody throughout everything, go ahead and let me know, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, good deal, good deal. So let me get this set up. Give me 1 second, Whitney.
Okay.
Okay, good deal. So now Whit, the second part of the program, like I mentioned, does include benefits that you might actually qualify for, and not every family does. But for me to get credit for me doing my job, I'm just going to take a few minutes and, review everything with you. And then whatever you decide to do with them, of course, that will be completely up to you. Okay. I just need to explain them and then I am going to be on my way. But I do want you to know, Whit, that it wasn't just the International Union of Police Associations that decided to work with us in regards to their benefits. We work with over 20,000 different unions, credit unions, and associations doing nothing more than handling their additional benefits. Okay. And whether you like unions like police officers, firefighters, teachers, or veterans, one thing that everyone is able to agree on is that, they have some of the most amazing benefits. Okay. And that is going to lead me to your next no cost benefit. And that is going to be your needs analysis. Okay. So now whenever union members pay dues each and every month, there's multiple reasons why they pay their dues. union rights, union protection, fair hours, fair pay. But this is one of those reasons why they pay their dues. They're trying to make sure that they qualify for their permanent union benefits. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so just between you and the two little ones, I'm going to ask a few questions. And if there's not a need, it's not going to make a recommendation. And if there is a recommendation or if there is a need, I will 100% review that recommendation with you. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good deal. So I actually didn't ask, and I do apologize, but what were your children's names? The oldest first?
Oh, Mariah, and then I got Carrie.
Mariah and Carrie. Same last name as yourself?
Yes.
Good deal, good deal. And for your oldest, Mariah, what was her date of birth?
Her birthday is April 3rd, 2007.
2000.
And the other one is yeah. And the other one is November 8th, 2010.
Good deal, good deal.
I was trying to count up.
Yeah, I got you. No worries. Hey, trying to memorize kids' names is hard, okay? whenever there's so many of them too. All right. So now, just between yourself, Whitney, Mariah, and Carrie, have any of you three ever been diagnosed with any type of internal cancer in the past 2 years? So breast cancer, colon, pancreatic, uterine, anything like that going anything like that going on whatsoever?
No.
No? Good deal. Let's keep it that way. Anyone have diabetes using insulin or metformin?
No.
No? Perfect. Any other oral medication for diabetes at all?
Mm-mm.
No? Any cardiovascular disease, heart attack, stroke, peripheral vascular, high blood pressure, anything like that between you three?
Carrie, when he was born, he had a heart murmur, but I don't know if it's still like he had an irregular heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how old is he now? Oop, hold on, Whit. I'm sorry, you froze on my end. One more
It froze on me too.
Okay.
He's 11.
He's 11, and has he
Born
had
on
any
11.
issues since he was born?
No, just
No?
his heart murmur, but they kept him monitored.
Okay, and like whenever they kept it monitored, was he hospitalized was he hospitalized while they were monitoring it, or would he just go to the doctor and they would like check up on it every so and so?
They kept him for 2 days when he was new. He was like 2 months old.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, they said he was normal. Or so and I would take him back for observation, but they never took him overnight. No.
They never took him overnight. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, and as of right now, does anyone currently use oxygen other than what's naturally provided for us by like the plants and the trees? Any asthma, emphysema, sleep apnea? Using a CPAP machine, anything like that?
Oh no.
No? Hey, good deal, good deal. And is there any terminal illness, Alzheimer's, dementia, kidney failure, anything like that going on?
No.
No? Okay. I mean, usually you don't have to think about it that long, but you sure?
Oh, I'm positive.
Okay, perfect. Any tobacco or marijuana use in the past 12 months? This would include like vape, nicotine patches, nicotine gum, anything like that.
I mean, sometimes I go and hookah. Me and Labrisha, we will go to a hookah bar every now and then. But does that
Hey, that sounds fun.
count?
So that is technically tobacco, and it is going to be within 12 months. Even if you do tobacco, like even if you have like a cigar once every 6 months, you are still considered a tobacco user.
Okay, well then, yeah, we've definitely done hookah a couple times this year.
Okay, I got you. Hey, that sounds like a fun time though. That sounds like a fun time. Do y'all go often? Hold on, I'm sorry, Whit. Okay, do y'all go often?
Every now and then, when either my sister or her sister can go and watch our kids, and yeah, we'll try to get out.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. And real quick, anyone currently on probation or parole or arrested or convicted of a DUI?
No.
No? Okay. Man, you thinking real hard about I gotta watch for you, okay? All right. Good deal. I didn't think so. I just have to ask all those questions. So I just wanted to make sure. But Whit, let me go ahead and show you your mandatory read-off letter. It's a mandatory letter that we review with every member. It just goes over the enrollment process. So instead of reading this entire thing to you, Whit, I will just go ahead and summarize it for you. So what it's basically saying is that if, as I'm going through the benefits with you, Whit, you're sitting there thinking to yourself like, wow, You know, these really are some great benefits, Gerardo. I could see why these are set up for the police unions and why everyone's enrolling. Okay. Then, I mean, of course, I'm going to ask that you enroll today. Okay. But with on the flip side, if as I'm going through the presentation with you and you're just sitting there, you know, thinking to yourself, like, you know what, Gerardo, I mean, I really do think these are some great benefits, but I just honestly, I don't feel like they fit a need for me and my family right now. Okay. I just don't think we need them. You know, if that's going to be the absolute truth, then of course, I'm going to ask that you do not apply today. All right. But whatever you do decide to do, yes or no, that decision does have to be made during your service period, just in fairness for all the other union members waiting to be enrolled. Okay. Does that make sense?
You mean I gotta make a decision right now?
I mean, not right now, right now. I mean, and the real answer is I mean, you actually don't have to make a decision. Okay. But not making a decision is a decision in itself. Okay. And it's one that's going to take this away from your family. And look, at the end of the day, you know, you're going to do what you want to do, and that's absolutely fine. You know, I'm a grown man, I'm a big boy. I could take a no just as well as I take a yes. But you seem like a very intelligent woman, and you could either choose to be worried, concerned about this now, or your family could be forced to be concerned about it later. Okay. So, I mean, I'm just going to review everything with you, and the decision is completely up to you. But whatever you do decide to do, they're still going to want your opinion on an officer on a Google review once I'm finished. And I definitely want to make sure that I'm able to get that 5-star review. So I do want to do that great job. So if you do have any questions whatsoever, do you promise to stop me?
Oh yeah, I would stop you because I don't make decisions like that off the fly.
Hey, that's fine. But keep in mind, that's a decision on itself. So let's go ahead and just keep the ball rolling. Okay. So now, the reason that this is a two-part program is because, like I mentioned, you know, there are families dealing with some serious gaps in their coverage right now. And through the opinions of our union members, through their officer report forms, and through the Labor Advisory Board, you know, they came up with this list of concerns for working families with, just designed to help educate you on some of the things that may be going on right now. Okay. Because I mean, you're too busy with kids, with work to be focused about every little thing that may be provided for you, right?
Right.
Yeah. And that's exactly the reason the union presidents have us review everything with their members. And the first concern has to do with copays, deductibles, and lost wages. Okay. We know that health insurance is making sure the doctors and the hospitals are getting paid, but we still lose wages due to all the time off work and all of the out-of-pocket expenses. Okay. And the second does have to do with funeral and final expenses. Okay, so I don't know if you ever had to plan a funeral before, but funeral nowadays, depending on the service, go anywhere upwards from $14,000 to $20,000. Okay, and in my experience, you know, the majority of families I sit down with don't have that money just sitting in their bank account. Okay, and
Right.
even if you had 14 grand sitting in your accounts right now accumulating interest, you're not saving your entire life just to be put in the ground, are you? You froze on me, but I'm assuming you said no, right?
I said no.
Of course. Okay. You know, you always want it to go towards something else, you know, children's education, a car, mortgage, something along those lines. Okay. And then with funeral homes, there are no payment plans, there's no financing options. They need to get paid within the time of the service, or they're not going to hold the funeral for the family at all. Okay. But I feel like this is something that we already know because we see people all the time on the side of the road, GoFundMe's, barbecue plates, crawfish boils, and everything under the sun, just to make sure they're able to get their loved ones buried. And it shouldn't necessarily be like that, right?
No, no.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing, actually.
And it all has to do with a lack of education on these benefits. That's all it is. Okay. But the third concern does have to do with your paycheck loss. Okay. So now when a member dies, of course, their paycheck is your paycheck's gonna die with you. Okay. A company's not gonna pay anybody that's not working there anymore. Okay. So that is going to make it a lot harder, more for your kids and for the guardian of your kids. Because I have no doubt that your sister's going to accept your children with open arms, but that's also an additional 2 extra mouths to feed. Okay. Which is going to kind of tie to your mortgage. Because of course, you know, you are going to be the primary breadwinner of the household. You know, you're the main woman making it happen. So in the event of your death, I mean, of course, your children aren't going to be able to keep up with the rent or the mortgage. So, I mean, of course, they're going to end up moving and they lose the house that they've been raised in. Okay. And the fifth does have to do with protection for the kids. So like I mentioned, benefits to your job, they're great, but they're not permanent for us. So they're not going to be permanent for any kids that we have either. So that is going to create 2 huge risks. first, it does jeopardize their future insurability, but also, you know, in unexpected death does jeopardize their future educational opportunities as well. Because what I mean, there's plenty of ways to get to get that higher education. You know, scholarships, financial aid. You know, there's plenty of ways. But can you see that if you're not here to help them facilitate them through that process, how you could potentially rob them of that experience also?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. And then the sixth does have to do with terminal illness, especially dealing with things like cancer. Because according to the American Cancer Society, you know, men have a 1 in 2 lifetime chance of either dying or developing from cancer. And women have a 1 in 3 chance until you reach that age bracket of 65, because it does shoot back up to that 1 in 2. Okay. And then as of right now, medical expenses are going to be one of the most leading causes of bankruptcy in the United States today. Okay. And then of course, the last concern is going to have to do with more with affordability. Okay. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's not my job to put you in a financially difficult spot or make sure that you're breaking the bank each and every month. Because if so, I'm doing my job wrong. Okay. But I mean, Whitney, we sit down with people making $7 an hour and some people making $77 an hour. Some people are working tons of overtime, and some are laid off, and others are completely retired. But the point is that they set this up to be affordable for every family that we sit down with. So let me go ahead and put it for you this way. Let's say that, you know, you go into work tomorrow, Whit, and you know, your supervisor is like, you know what, Whitney, you know, you have been doing a phenomenal job. You've been doing great, and we want to reward you for that. Okay, so we're going to start paying you for 41 hours instead of your regular 40. Okay, so you get 1 extra hour a week. You follow me? Perfect.
Yep.
So now with that 1 extra hour, you're going to be able to, like, I don't know, go start construction on your dream home, or, you know, go start your dream vacation or something like that with 1
Not
extra
at
hour.
all.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Okay. But on the flip side, let's say that you go into work and your supervisor's just like, you know what, we really thought we were going to have to lay everybody off. But what we decided to do instead of that is just let everybody go home 1 hour early on Friday. So you're making 39 hours instead of your regular 40. Follow me?
Yeah.
Okay. So now with the loss of that 1 hour, are you going to have to like pull your kids out of their sports teams, or cancel your Netflix, your Hulu, their dentist appointments, anything like that? Oh, hold on. No, right?
Nah.
No, exactly. You know, and that's really what you know, the point what I'm trying to get at is that a 1 hour's wage difference is not going to make or break the family, Whitney. But if there isn't something in place to take care of these concerns, it does have the potential to be devastating. Not necessarily for you, but more for whoever you leave behind. Okay. So simply because this is based on affordability, what would you say your monthly take-home pay is after taxes are taken out? Because it's not meant to show you more than 3% of your annual, or 9% of your annual income. And it could be a ballpark or a baseline. It doesn't need to be exact.
I since I'm part-time, I make like 1,900 a month.
1,900 a month. Okay, I gotcha. And right now you don't have any benefits through work. Did you have any like permanent benefits out on yourself that you specifically own?
My grandmother, because she's the one that raised me, she did have a Gerber plan, like a Gerber grow up plan for me and my sister. I know that, but
Mhm.
I never asked about it.
Okay. Okay. So it's great that she has that plan, but one thing that you have to remember, you know, she got that plan to make sure that the family was protected in the event that you had died. Okay. So she was making sure her family was protected. But I mean, now this is really making sure that that you need to have something to make sure your family is protected. Make sense? Okay.
Mhm.
So other than that, in regards to not getting anything set up permanently on yourself, is it just because you haven't necessarily thought about it, or you know, why haven't you thought about that yet? Or why haven't
I
you got
mean,
that in place?
you know what, I had a good friend that did Primerica,
Mhm.
and I just didn't really. I almost was gonna sign up for Primerica, but then I just didn't like it. It just didn't sound too appealing. I only went because it was my friend, but I didn't want
I
to do
understand.
it.
Okay, I completely understand. I mean, Prime America is a great company. You know, they pay out their members. So I mean, it's a good company either way. But so no worries. And as of right now, did you rent? Did you own? Or were you like staying with family?
Oh, you know what? My grandfather on my it's a complicated story. I live in a home that was already a family's house, so I don't have to pay for it.
Hey, that's perfect. That's perfect. Say less. All right.
It's a
And
gift.
hey, good. That's a nice gift, though. That's a nice gift. So, as of right now, did you have any other outstanding debt at all? Student loan, credit card loans, anything along those lines?
Yeah, I still owe about 12,000 in student loans and like 17 on my car.
Okay, so a little bit closer, like 30 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And as of right now, do you have anything set up for your children's future education for
Mm-mm.
Mariah and Carrie?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Hey, no worries. I just had financial aid, so I still made it. And as of right now, did you have like a traditional bank, a credit union, both, or neither?
Oh yeah, I bank at BBVA.
BBVA. Good deal. Good deal. Okay. So now give me a couple minutes, Whitney. Let me go ahead and get your program together, and then I'll go ahead and get everything reviewed with you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good deal. Good deal. Couple minutes pass by. Okay. So wait, let me go ahead and review your options using an illustration. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull up your worksheet real quick. And then just let me know whenever the screen changes up on you again.
I see it.
Okay, perfect. So now wait, I'm just going to review your options using a quick little illustration. So let's say that right now at your current job, we're going to call this job A. Okay. And with job A, you're making roughly $1,050 a week. Okay. Along with all of your normal group benefits if you had enrolled into them. Okay. But let's imagine that tomorrow another job opens up and we're going to call this one job B. And with job B, you get the exact same responsibilities, the same coworkers, the same benefits and everything. Okay. Even the same children, which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But with job B, you're making about $1,020 a week. Okay. So about that hour's wage difference, which like we pretty much said, Whitney, is the same thing. It said that 1 hour is going to eliminate all the concerns that you did have for the family. Okay. So now let me
Okay.
ask you, Whit, have you thought about, what might happen if, yourself or, any of the children were injured and you weren't able to work because of that?
No, actually.
No? Okay. So this benefit was really just making sure that your income was going to be supplemented in the event that that did happen. So it pays up to $100 anytime you go into the doctor and get it checked out for a bump or bruise or bee sting, any type of accident. It pays $200 if you're overnight in the hospital due to an accident. So like, let me go ahead and give you an example. Okay. Let's say you wake up in the morning on your regular time, you're on time, you're doing what you have to do. Okay. You're going to work, you're going to go pick up the bus, but the other person that had to be at work at 8 woke up at 7:30 is running past the red light and T-bones you. Okay. It's not a bad accident, but you have to be hospitalized for 5 days. Okay. So that means that the benefit would pay you $1,000. Okay, that would be completely tax-free. It doesn't go to the hospitals. It doesn't go to the doctors. That's going to belong to you to make sure you're staying afloat. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if it was a really bad accident and you or any of the kids were in intensive care, it'll pay $400 a night or double that amount. So that means it will be a $2,000 benefit as well. Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Good deal. And as of right now with your current job, all you're really going to see, Whitney, are your bills and income loss that come along with it. Okay, but both you, Mariah, and Carrie are all going to be covered on this benefit, but it does also provide $10,000 for the loss of one hand, 1 foot, or sight in one eye, or double that amount, $20,000 for the combination of any two. So it's exactly like your first benefit, but 10 and 20. Okay. In addition, if you had died due to an accident, it does pay out an additional 20 to $100,000 that pays out immediately depending on the type of accident. Okay. And right now, I mean, you're not going to have any of these benefits.
Okay.
Okay. But we call this plan the Get Hurt, Get Paid plan. And it provides a full circle of protection due to any accident for either yourself or Mariah or Carrie. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Good deal. So now the next concern is going to have to do with your funeral and your final expenses. Okay, so I know that you haven't necessarily had to get a funeral handled before, but Whitney, whenever there is a life insurance policy to get a funeral taken care of, the first thing that they're going to ask you for as the beneficiary is going to be the physical copy of the policy. So that's going to be this right here. Okay, because they're not going to plan a 10, 15, $20,000 funeral just because you said the money was there. You know, they're going to
Yeah.
want to make sure. Okay, so if they open up the policy and they see that your family has $20,000 worth of coverage to get the funeral handled, how much of that $20,000 do you think the funeral home would have you spend on the funeral?
Am I frozen?
You're back. Say it one more
Okay, I
time.
said all. I said all of it.
You're absolutely right. Okay. Because they know that it's a guaranteed benefit coming directly from a life insurance company. So it's 100% pays out. And they're also aware that it's not going to affect your family's financial situation because it's not coming directly out of their pockets. It's coming from a life insurance policy that's been invested to over time. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good deal. So that's why the most important part of your policy is going to be your freedom of choice certificate. Okay.
Oh,
And
you
this,
got that laminated. That look good.
I know, right? Hey, it's an important document. Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason this is the most important part of the policy is because it's making sure that it hides the face amount of the policy to the funeral home directors. So they're never going to know what the family's going to be working with, and it's going to keep them from being taken advantage of. Okay. Because your family should not be spending the whole policy on the funeral so that the funeral home gets paid. You know, you still have Mariah and Carrie to think about as well. Okay.
Right.
So it acts as a blank check to the funeral home, and it gives your family the freedom to choose where you want to get buried, regardless of the status of the funeral, who owns it, or its reputation. So what you're going to do, you're just going to put however much you feel comfortable spending on the funeral right here, the policy number, and what funeral home it's going to go to right here. Your beneficiary is going to sign it and give it directly to the funeral home director. And the only thing that director needs to do is call this blue number right here in the front. Okay. Once we confirm that the funds written on the back are available, we pay the funeral home immediately within 6 to 12 days upon proof of death. So that means your family's not going to have to, go do GoFundMe's, barbecue plates, dig into their savings, or wait for any work benefits that you have to come in. It really is going to alleviate the burden for the family altogether. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you
Yeah.
see how much this freedom of choice is supposed to ease that burden once it's time to get your funeral handled? Okay. 100%.
Right. Yeah, I do.
Good deal. So now the benefit, the American Income is going to provide $30,000 for your funeral and final expenses. Okay. And they do use whole life insurance to fund your freedom of choice. So that means it's always going to be there when, not if, the family's going to need it. Okay. Because death is a guarantee. It's going to happen. Okay. So,
Yeah.
that's pretty much the most important part of the program, other than actually having the coverage itself. That's okay. Other than actually having the coverage itself. And as of right now, Whitney, any funeral that you have is just going to have to be out of pocket, or they're just going to have to fundraise the money for it. Okay. So now the next concern did have to do with your, so let me go ahead and ask real quick. In the event that you lost your income for like 2 weeks, do you think that'll make things a little bit tight?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. What about if you lost it for 2 months?
Oh yeah.
Struggle bus, probably. Yep. Okay. And what if you lost it forever?
Oh yeah.
Obviously.
I won't be homeless, but the lights will be off.
Hey, better than being homeless, but still not a situation we want to be in. Okay.
Yeah.
So, this is just really making sure that your income was going to be protected in the event of your death. So it's making sure that Mariah, Carrie, and your sister Stacy are going to have your income coming in. So they're going to have that $84,000, and that's giving them their monthly income, your 1,600 for the course, your $3,000. $3,000 for the course of 60 months or 5 whole years, just to replace your income whenever you need it the most. Okay. And your sister and your family having a whole 5 years of your income coming in after you die. I mean, that's going to be huge at that time, right?
Yeah.
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 100%. And right now, your income is just going to die whenever you do, exactly like everybody else. Okay. But now the next concern did have to do with your mortgage or your rent. But I know that you pretty much have all that taken care of just because it was passed down to you. So what we're going to change this to is debt protection. Okay, because at the end of the day, your debt doesn't disappear. Your family does have to pay for it by your estate. So in the event that you did die during your working years, it'll most likely be due to an accident, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Most likely, exactly. So American Income is going to provide $50,000 for any outstanding debt that you have at that time, so that your family's not going to have to be worried about getting everything handled through your estate. Make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Good deal. So now, the next concern did have to do with your children's future education. So, I mean, one thing that I know for sure with is that, a higher education is not necessarily going to be for everybody. Okay, there's no such thing as a cookie cutter person. Statistically, those do have a college degree do make $1 million more in their lifetime. But let me ask, in the event that your children did want to get that higher education, would that be something that you'd support?
Yes, they've gone to college.
Yeah, boom, done deal. So in the event that you had died due to an accident, we're actually going to make sure that both Mariah and Carrie are going to have $35,500 for their future education. Okay, and this is really just meant to give them a head start in life, because whether they want to put a down payment on a car, an apartment, whatever it is, that is going to be there for them. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Good deal. So, and I guarantee that they are going to appreciate, the thought that you had put in to make sure that everything was going to be handled properly. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal. So now you're still able to see the screen, right, Whit?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Okay. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. So now with another very important, I'm sorry. So now with also the next benefit is making sure that each one of your children, both Mariah and Carrie, they're going to have a $10,000 life insurance plan on themselves, as long as they're able to qualify. Okay. And at the age of 21, they could actually convert it to 5 times that amount, or $50,000 of permanent whole life insurance with absolutely no health questions asked.
Right.
Okay, so you are pretty much making sure that their insurability is going to be locked in as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. And now you can see that the children are protected if something happens to you, and they're protected in case something happens to them. So it's really going to be a full circle of protection. Okay, and we already got like your two major concerns taken care of: your funeral and your income.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now another very, very important feature of the program, Whitney, is that if you were ever diagnosed with a terminal illness, you are going to have access to half of your freedom of choice certificate and half of your income protection while you're alive. Okay,
Okay.
so that means that you're going to have access to $36,500 while you're alive, just to put your family in the best financial situation possible before you die. Whether you want to get the funeral taken care of, take the family on a trip, have a memorable experience, whatever you're wanting to do, this is going to be your bucket list money. Okay. And then the remainder of that $36,500 is going to be paid out to whoever your beneficiary is at that time. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good deal. And as of right now, you're not going to have any of these benefits either. So now American Income, we have been around for over 70 years, and we do have an A+ financial rating. And unlike your group benefits, which if you were enrolled, you can lose, these are going to be permanent and portable. So meaning they're always going to follow you wherever you go. Okay. In addition, if you're ever on a qualified layoff, because they're union benefits, they cover the benefits for you for 3 months. And if you're involved in a strike, they'll cover the benefits for you for up to 12 months or 1 whole year, just so you do not lose the benefits whenever you need them the most. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good deal. So wait, let's say that you had to go into work tomorrow and choose between job A and job B. What job do you think you'll end up going with?
A B.
Okay, so now why would you choose job B if you're making roughly $30 more a week over here in job A?
Because of the benefits.
Yeah. So whenever I say they set this up to be a no-brainer for their members, I mean, this is exactly what I mean. But I do want you to know that the reality is, it's not necessarily our funds that allow us to get the policy. It's really our age, our health, and our habits. Okay. So just between you, Mariah, and Carrie, I'm going to ask a few questions, see if y'all will be able to qualify, and then we'll go from there. But just between the three of you, have y'all ever been treated for alcoholism, alcohol abuse, including membership in AA, including or being advised by a physician to reduce alcohol consumption?
No.
No? Okay, good deal. Have you have you ever used drugs that were not prescribed to you by a physician? Cocaine, amphetamines, barbiturates, hallucinogens, tranquilizers, narcotics, or sedatives?
No.
No? Good deal. Have you ever had your driver's license suspended or revoked because of a moving violation, or been arrested, including arrest for driving while intoxicated or under the influence?
Mm-mm.
Perfect, perfect. Have you flown your own plane within the past 2 years?
No.
No? Okay. You don't have a little crop duster in the backyard?
Nah.
Okay. Any auto, motorcycle, boat racing, parachute jumping, skin, scuba, or skydiving in the last 2 years, or do you intend to do it in the next 2?
The boss stopping at your shopping these things. So
That's fine. Okay. You said no, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, good deal. Has any proposed insured ever been advised to take tests and not done so, or not received the results as having or receiving treatment for high blood pressure, chest pain, heart attack, stroke, or any other heart, blood, or circulatory disorder?
No.
No? Okay. Have you ever been treated for diabetes or other endocrine disorders?
Mm-mm.
No? Paralysis, epilepsy, mental disease or disorder, or any other nervous system or brain disorder? So this will include like ADHD, anxiety, depression, anything like that going on?
No.
No? Okay. Any problems with your back, knees, joints, back, knees, joints, or anything like that?
No.
No? Okay. To the best of your knowledge and belief, do you have any physical impairments or departure from good health?
No.
No? Okay. Has any proposed insured ever been advised to take tests and not done so, or not received the results, being diagnosed as having or receiving treatment for cancer, tumor, or unexplained masses?
Mm-mm.
No? Perfect. All right. And has any proposed insured ever been rejected for life or medical hospital insurance, rated, or failed to receive a policy as applied for?
Nah.
Okay, good deal, good deal. And has any proposed insured in the past 5 years had a physical exam? So like, have you been to the doctor? They got your height and weight?
Yeah, I take my kids to the doctor. I've been to the doctor.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
Perfect. And any type of medical treatment that y'all take on a daily basis? So like any prescriptions that y'all take regularly?
They gave me sleep pills. I had a problem sleeping, if that counts. I had
Okay.
insomnia.
And are they prescribed, or are they more like melatonin over the counter type deal?
It was melatonin it was prescribed at first and then it just switched to like over the counter type of stuff. It was only prescribed for about a week and a half.
Okay. And how long ago was this?
About 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So I'll go ahead and put it on there just so that we're not leaving any information off. But I mean, they just prescribed it for insomnia, right? Did they ever say what caused it?
Mhm.
Like, was it work?
Yeah, it was because when I had first moved into this house, and I guess I was reacting out of nervousness to somebody died in here,
Okay.
and I couldn't sleep.
You said somebody died in there?
Yeah,
Oh, girl, you
why
barely,
it's a
you barely
family
than I am.
heirloom.
It makes, it's family. Oh, okay. That makes girl, you scared me. I thought you moved into a house and it was just like, whew.
No,
Okay.
yeah, it's a family house like that. It was meant for me to have after
That
somebody.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Why would you be freaking out though? It's your family, it's a like, hey,
yeah, but
cousin.
it just was creepy because nobody comes here. Like they do, but they don't.
Yeah.
Nobody came to visit them really. So it was
Oh,
just
okay.
weird.
I understand. I understand. Well, let's just hope that they're, passed on. And if they're there, let's hope that they're friendly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. So it was the insomnia medication. And have you had any hospitalizations between you, Mariah, and Carrie in the past 5 years?
No, none
No?
of us.
Okay. Any terminal illness, Alzheimer's, resident in nursing facility? No, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Asthma, emphysema, sleep apnea, or any other respiratory disorders?
Nope.
Any ulcer, colitis, or other digestive tract disorders?
Uh-uh.
No. Psoriasis, hepatitis, or other liver disorder, or any blood disorder, or receiving a bone marrow transplant?
No.
No. Kidney, prostate, urinary bladder, or any other genital urinary disorders?
Mm-mm.
No. Disease of the breast, uterus, or ovaries?
Nope.
Perfect. Rheumatoid arthritis, or any other musculoskeletal disorder?
No.
No. Okay. Any AIDS or HIV, tested positive for the antibodies for the HIV virus?
No.
No.
Hell no.
And and no tobacco or marijuana use in the past 12 months, right?
Yeah, nah. We're just hookah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So now just based on off the health questions, because I mean, one yes in the wrong place does have the potential to make you uninsurable. But just based on all the health questions with, I mean, it does look like you are going to be able to qualify for the benefits. I mean, keep in mind, I'm not an underwriter, but I mean, I've been doing this long enough where I'm kind of able to spot who's able to qualify and who's not. But let me go ahead and go over your Q&R checklist. This is a mandatory checklist that we review with all of our members. And the first thing that it goes over with is the way the benefits are actually handled. So the program is going to be set up on a once-a-month computerized deduction through your banking system. And having it done that way is going to give you a discounted rate of like 8-9% and does also protect your policy from lapsing. Okay.
For real?
Yes, absolutely. So now your policy was only the $120 a month and could be handled anytime between the 5th and the 19th of the month. So between those 2 days, Whitney, when would be the best time to get your monthly premium handled on a regular basis?
I can I choose the 19th?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, the last day possible.
19th. Okay, good deal. So now because this is a member-owned program, okay, it's very important. Once it's issued, it cannot be taken away either by American Income or your employer. Okay, and there is an application process where we did start with the health questions. In addition, so what it means to be member-owned. So let's say that you're enrolled into the program and you find out later on that the 120 is a little bit uncomfortable for you to manage, right?
Yep.
All you have to do, Whitney, is give me a call and you're able to get your policy reduced so that you don't have to be completely uninsured. Make sense? Okay, good deal. And on the flip side, let's say that you end up getting more money at work. You're always able to increase your coverage as well, as long as you're able to requalify.
Okay.
Okay. So the enrollment process, Whitney, typically takes anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks. If you're approved, you're going to receive your policies. That's going to look like this. And a congratulatory letter welcoming you to American Income. And if for whatever reason you are denied, you will receive today's deposit back. And you could write to American Income to request why you were denied, because they're not going to give me that information that is confidential. Okay, it will just say denied due to medical records or arrest history. Make sense? Oh, hold on, wait, I lost you. Okay.
I said, mm-hmm.
Okay, good deal. So what comes next? So obviously with the benefits, because these are union benefits, you are conditionally covered for the entire program as soon as the application is signed. Okay, so that means, God forbid you die tonight and everything on the application is truthful and accurate, your family's receiving your income, your funeral's handled, your debt's protected, everything. Okay, so because of that, that first bank draft typically happens within the first 24 to 48 hours of the application, but your bank may not reflect it for up to 10 days. Okay, would you be able to ensure that the funds are going to be in there during that time?
You said it was how much?
That 120. It hasn't changed from up here, Whit.
And that's gonna come out today.
So remember, it is Saturday, so the banks aren't going to be open. So once I submit everything, they're going to get everything handled for you. That first bank draft is going to come Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday at the absolute latest.
See, I don't get paid till Friday, and I already got plans to spend that money on my bills, and like I got to get my hair done.
No, I got you, Whit. No, for sure. Definitely makes sense. Like I told you at the beginning of the call, one, if I cannot help you, I'm not going to hurt you in the slightest. Okay. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and make a few adjustments to the program. I'm not going to get rid of any of the benefits, just adjusting a few things just to make it a little bit more comfortable for you. This could be your starter plan. And then once you get a little bit more comfortable with your premiums, we could go ahead and get the rest added. Okay. So let me go ahead and make a few adjustments. Okay. Good deal. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do, your new premium on a monthly basis is gonna be your $60 a month.
Okay, that's better.
And was the 19th still gonna be the best date?
Actually, if it's gonna be like that, I'd rather the 12th.
The 12th? Okay, good deal.
Mhm.
Yeah, the most important thing with, I mean, it's just keep in contact with me. I mean, you don't have to be scared. I mean, if it's uncomfortable, like I said, I'm here to help. Okay, so there's going to be a one-time $5 application fee. So the first premium would be $65, but then after that, it will go back down to the even 60. Okay.
Hmm.
And the only items that we need to complete the application process are a driver's license, doctor's information, any medications being taken, as well as a checkbook and or any of your banking information. Okay. But who did you want your beneficiaries for the policy to be? Who's going to be your primary one?
My sister Stacy,
Stacy. Okay.
and if Stacy, yeah, Stacy and her husband is, what did I say that man name? Jared, something like that.
Yeah. So you want Jared to be the secondary beneficiary?
Yeah, they're the godparents of my children.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Good deal. All right, perfect. So now with let me go ahead and review how the enrollment process works, you know, like how you're actually gonna get approved. And I'm gonna just draw this quick little demonstration for you real quick. So give me 1 second, okay?
Sorry if I'm making noise. Being it by the trash can trying to get it out.
Oh, it's okay. We appreciate it. Thank you for being so kind. Okay, so give me 1 second. Wait, let me go ahead and get this taken care of for you, okay?
Dayo, I I sharpened your pink pencil.
Oh, I definitely do appreciate it. These kids, it's like once there's a stranger on the screen or in the house, they act completely different.
I
Right?
Seriously,
bet.
Yeah, because whenever it's just us, I mean, she could not mind me all day. But now
Yeah,
that
my
you're on the
kids are
screen,
next door.
hey, she just wants a little bit of attention. Okay, so now whenever at some point in anyone's life, okay, they are gonna be so at some point in anyone's life, you know, they are gonna become uninsurable and they will get declined for coverage. Okay. And this is always going to be due to the person's age, their health, or their habits. Okay. And typically, once you're uninsurable, you really can't get any type of coverage anymore. Okay. It's the end of the road. Okay. But now, if you are approved with, there's going to be three possible outcomes. So, first is that you could get approved standard due to having minor or no health issues. Second is that you'll fall somewhere in between the perfect health and the uninsurable line. Okay. And because the groups we work with want everyone to be approved, they did create a third category called special risk. Okay. Where the program would be a few more dollars a month, depending on your health profile. And in this category, you would pay exactly what somebody else will for your same exact health profile. So just kind of think of it like car insurance. You know, the closer that you are to that uninsurable line, the more the program's going to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, car insurance, you know, somebody with the perfect driving record is not going to be paying the same amount as somebody with 30 speeding tickets and a suspended driver's license. Okay. The same way works with your health. Someone your exact same age, your same coverage, but also has high blood pressure and diabetes, they're going to be paying more for your same amount of coverage because of their health issues. Make sense?
Hmm.
Okay, good deal. And the last offer that they make is the counter offer. And they make this offer to people they wouldn't have insured in the past, just as the last chance for them to get covered. Okay. So if the program came back any different than what we discussed today, I don't even care if it's 50 cents. I am going to give you a call and we will proceed there forward. But if it did go up by a couple dollars, do you think that would be an issue at all, Whitney?
No,
No?
shouldn't.
Okay, good deal. So let me go ahead and finish reviewing your Q&R checklist with you. So now they are going to do you are going to receive one or two phone calls, just, verifying all the information that's on the policy, your social, kind of making sure it's all correct. And they may even have, we may even need to, I'm so sorry. Let me drink some water real quick. Okay, so wait, in order to approve your policy, the company may need your help getting additional records or medical information from your physician, just in order to approve you. And just depending on how the underwriters view it, they may even have a nurse come out and see you. Okay. We will completely pay for the physical. It would be purely based on your convenience. Saturday, Sunday, they'll go whenever you can. But is that going to be something you'll be willing to do, Whitney?
Yeah.
Okay. So if a nurse did have to come out, would it best if they come out on the weekend, or is there like a specific day that you would want them to come by?
Yeah, it's mostly in the evenings. The daycare let out at about 6 o'clock, so I usually get home by 8:30, 9 o'clock after I'm done with that. So I don't know if they come out that late, or the daycare really, I don't work on the weekends.
Mhm.
So unless they have a field trip on a Saturday.
Makes
So
sense.
it's one of, yeah, so the weekends, I guess.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and include that in the notes. Perfect. So now we are going to be able to get everything you are going to be able to get everything signed virtually through Zoom. So I'll be able to give you remote access of my screen, and you could just type everything in. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, good deal. So now I am going to make sure that you are getting a summary sheet of all the benefits of that we reviewed today, and it's going to look exactly like this. And I'll make sure to send that to you directly after our call. All right.
Okay.
And then lastly, you are going to receive a service file that looks exactly like this, no later than 2 to 3 weeks. If you don't receive it within that time, it's very important you give me a call and let me know so I could go ahead and get that sent to you personally. But other than that, everything's going to be mailed out to you within 2 weeks. And one other thing, because of our growth, we are actually expanding our operations. So if you know anybody in between positions, fresh out of school, looking for a better career, really just needs to work remotely, whatever it is, yeah, you're always able to refer a person. I could definitely get them an interview, but I could never, guarantee them a job. Okay, was there anyone that you feel like would, be good at, doing something like this?
Um, Probably my neighbor Labrisha.
Labrisha? Okay. So I'll tell you what, whenever I get in contact with her and get the child safety kits and everything out to her, that's just going to be like her first little review, and she could get like a good little gauge of, whether or not she thinks that she'll be able to do this. But just let her know that I will be reaching out to her.
Okay.
And then one other thing, so one thing that I do review with every members that I sit down with is that, a lot of people, they do end up enrolling into the program. Okay.
Mhm.
Because compared to your benefits, the coverage is great. And you really don't pay that much. Okay.
Right.
But you're not going to catch me lying to you. It is rare, but sometimes a member does cancel. Okay. It could be a week, it could be a month, it could even be a year or two later. But the only issue with that is I end up seeing these same people during their next service period, about 6 months to a year after that. And they're upset with me because they're no further ahead than what they were whenever they had started their original policy. Okay. And most members want to end up re-enrolling into the benefits. The only issue is that now they're older. So guess what? Their rates are more expensive.
Right.
Or worse yet, their health has completely changed, so they can't even qualify for the benefits anymore, and any funeral is going to have to be out of pocket. Okay, so that's why my main concern is making sure that everything's going to be affordable for you financially, because this is not going to be a short-term fix. This will be your family's long-term solution, and the longer you're actually enrolled in the program, the more the value the program has. So the $60 a month, if that's uncomfortable for you, let me know now while we're actually here. So, how does
It's
that
not.
feel?
It's
Okay,
not.
good deal. So just remember I'm gonna tell you what I tell every family member: a closed mouth does not get fed. Okay, I do not know it's uncomfortable for you if you don't personally let me know. Okay,
Yeah.
but so now's the time for the Google review. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you a link. Just make sure to include my name and that we actually got it handled on Zoom. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect. Boom. And then go ahead and give all your people a call so to let them know that I'll be getting in contact with them. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But other than that, if you need anything, don't be a stranger, because I'm gonna be here for the family whenever they need me.
Okay.
All right. Good deal.